Greetings everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the masculine energy. Let me just say this, the masculine energy I'm going to be reading for today in this reading is going to be the karmic masculine energy. Masculine energy could be anyone that's in the masculine energy. It can be a male or a female. I want to separate the energies from masculine and divine masculine because I don't want you guys to be confused on the energy. So in this reading, I'm going to focus on the karmic masculine. And just to be clear, that could be a feminine masculine energy or a masculine energy, okay? And I'm reading for the karmic aspect of those energies, right? But before I get started, I have a little announcement or something I want to say in regards to a download I received, right? So yesterday, well, before yesterday, I want to say I've been seeing this image in my mind's eye. And I'm not able to really draw the image the way I see it, but I am able to describe it. So I've been seeing this image of dark entities with red eyes and a shadowy like figure. You know how they've been showing on TikTok the animals circling around in a circle, sheeps and other animals like and birds are doing this thing where they're going around in a circle for no apparent reason. In this vision or download or maybe even a dream, there's this pyramid in the center of a lot of people and spirits circling around it. There are people circling around it holding hands, and then there's energies, spirits, deities, whatever, circling around the top of this pyramid or mountain. So I was confused about it because I didn't know what spirit was trying to show me. But basically, the people and the animals were being called to the pyramid because there's something that's being released from that place. So I meditated on it some more. I tried to sketch it the best way I could. You really can't see this, but there's a pyramid here. And then there's a lot of darkness around the base of the pyramid. And these are energies that are kind of circling around the pyramid. And there's fire, smoke, and other things coming out the top. These are people at the bottom circling around this pyramid, chanting something. I don't know, right? So anyway, I was led to the scriptures and I was led to Revelations. I want to say chapter 11. I won't read the verse, but I will try to paraphrase what it talks about. In this verse, it talks about the seals being broken. And I feel like it was on the 6th seal that God led me to read. And this passage talks about a pyramid where the fallen angels were put to rest after they fell and taught men, women, different things that they were not supposed to know, and also mating with mankind, the beasts of the field and the air, right? They were put away for what they did. These energies, according to Revelations, are going to be released if they haven't already been released. I wasn't clear if Spirit was telling me that this is happening. That's why the animals are circling and the birds are circling, because this is about to happen. This energy is being released from the pits of hell, if you will. There's a pyramid where one angel that has fallen is called Azazel. I'm not saying it right, but it's something like Azazel, something like that. He's buried on the one pyramid. He's the leader of the fallen angels. And the other ones are buried in different places. So there's a situation, collectively speaking, where someone or something is activating this portal to release those energies into the world if they haven't already. I feel like they already have released some, but there's going to be more spirits or demons to come in the days ahead, right? So this is not a fear where you should be afraid of what is to come, because also in Revelations, God gives John the Baptist clear instructions to write down and to tell the angels of destruction, once they are released, who they can harm and who they cannot harm. So if you have the seal of protection of God in your forehead or your heart, however you want to resonate with that, then you will not be touched by these energies. You will be divinely protected from whatever goes on around you. It's almost like when the Israelites left Egypt and they were told to mark their posts with the blood of the lamb after a sacrificial dinner they had the night before, so that when the death angel came to take the firstborn of Pharaoh's children's males, that their sons would not be touched or their firstborns would not die. So this is the same energy. There's going to be plagues released. I'm saying plagues to make it simple, but the plagues represent the spirits and or demons being released. And they're going to attack everyone that is not under God's protection. And this could be your family, your loved ones, and even bigger than that, political figures, whoever is in the way of God's wrath when it comes, right? So as a collective, right, to simplify this message, that was a side note. This is going to be a karmic masculine energy reading. The goal is to show the difference between the divine masculine and the karmic masculine, because in the end, you're going to have to choose one or the other. There's a scripture that says, choose you ye this day whom ye shall serve. You cannot serve two masters. So on a bigger scale, when it comes to the choice you're going to have to make in the end, on the day of judgment, who you will serve, this connection with your masculine is similar to that same situation in the end. That makes sense. So this is almost like a precursor to what will happen on the day of judgment, spiritually speaking, when you have to choose which path you're going to choose. Everything we do here on earth is designed to teach us the lessons we need to learn before we cross over, so that when we cross over to the other side and we have to choose whom we shall serve, we will be able to use the knowledge we have about both energies to make the best choice. Because based on who you choose to serve will determine your outcome for your future. All right. Is there anything else? We talked about the pit. That's going to be in Revelations 11, talking about the pit. And it describes the pit exactly the way I saw it. There's a fire that comes out of it. There's smoke and steam. There's a lot of things that I saw in my eye that I read in the scripture that matched the description of what I was describing, right? We talked about that. And that's why it's also important to keep your crown chakra covered, because the way these energies will be able to signal you or identify you is based on the seal of God in your head, which is literal and figuratively. So let's just assume, just for argument's sake, that if a spirit was roaming the earth looking for someone to devour, and there were two options to choose from, one person wore a hat, one person did not, that spirit would go to the person that's uncovered, quote unquote, versus the one that's covered with the hat or that's protected. That's how it would look in the real world, right? So keeping your crown covered is very important to protect yourself from any outside energies from being able to penetrate your aura or your crown chakra or get inside of your head, because that's how they control your mind, is by getting inside of your head. So if your crown chakra is uncovered and they have access to your crown chakra, they can get inside of your head and possess your body, basically. All right. Moving on from that, spirit, let's go ahead and get into the reading for today. You take that part of the reading or that part of the message however you see fit. It wasn't for any other reason to explain what's happening in the collective energy on the bigger scale, because everybody talks about, you know, the relationships with our masculines, our twin flames, and so on and etc. But I don't think people understand how it connects to something much bigger. So that was the reason for me trying to tie the pieces together or put the pieces together to show you how it all plays out in the end, right? All right. All right, Spirit, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this reading for the collective, for the masculine, please and thank you. We're going to pull some romance angels to get the overall energy for the karmic masculine energy, male or female. Take it how it resonates. If you are cross-watching this reading for your masculine, if you feel they are karmic, then please take it how it resonates. Don't force it to fit if it's not your story. Use discernment and trust your intuition, all right? So let's get into this energy for the karmic masculine energy, male or female. What's going on with the energies collectively for them? What do you have for them at this time for them to hear for their highest good? Any messages of divine guidance or warnings I don't know why I said warnings, but this could be a warning for some. All right, let's get into it. What's the overall energy for the karmic masculine spirit? Make it clear. Children, you deserve love and attraction. The first thing I heard with attraction was, what are you attracting? What are you calling into your life, masculine? What are you asking for? What are you trying to attract? And I'm also hearing you can attract more bees with honey than with shit, or some shit like that. I don't know how it goes. It feels like you ate the forbidden fruit. You were attracted to something, masculine, that was a forbidden fruit. You were tempted by a temptress. They used the spell of attraction to draw you in. And once they drew you into their web of lies, you got caught. Take it how it resonates. I'm just channeling the energy. So you were attracted by energy, masculine. And this energy used the spell of attraction to attract you from your purpose. This energy used the spirit of attraction to draw you away from your calling. This energy seduced you into believing a lie. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Instead of you going to your, I want to say your spouse, your lover, your spiritual guidance, instead of you using the wisdom you receive from your spiritual guidance, you allowed this energy to tempt you away from what you knew to be true. So you had a set of rules or instructions to follow, masculine energy. And you had a clear understanding of your purpose on this earth. But there was someone that came along and destroyed the foundation that you had built and caused you to abandon the life that you chose for something else. And you fell for the trick. You took the bait. This masculine took the bait. This masculine accepted an offer from another source that was ungodly in nature. And because of their decision, they were fated to suffer. You didn't let your friends help you. You didn't trust the advice or accept the advice you were being given. You used when you were tempted by the temptress, or whatever this represents for you, you did not use discernment when you decided to accept the offer. You allowed your ego to make the decision for you because you were tempted by this offer in a way that tempted you away from your purpose or drew you away from your calling. So whatever this was that you accepted was very tempting for you. It was hard for you to resist. Make the effort in reverse. Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. It's in reverse. So instead of you making the effort to resist temptation, you gave into temptation instead. It's like you gave over your willpower to this other energy, and you allowed this other energy to take control over your life. Just like I said in the beginning, as the example, when the spirits choose their praise, they choose the one that's not protected, that's easily influenced by getting inside their head. So in this case, masculine, whatever this temptation was something you were tempted by because it was something you desired or something you were curious about or something you wanted to have. Instead of you using your discernment to discern that this was a trick, you allowed your ego to get in the way of your decision making. And your ego caused you to choose this offer or accept this offer from this energy, even though you knew that you should not have accepted the offer. But you thought you could accept this offer and not have any consequences for your actions. But what this accepting the offer did was cause you to lose out on your one true love, because you didn't make the effort to save yourself in that moment. You allowed your temptation to tempt you away from your purpose. And that's when you lost your position of power, because you gave over your power to someone else or something else. And you didn't make the effort to redeem yourself or to, I don't know, protect yourself from this energy. You gave into it instead of fighting for your position. It's like you willingly gave over your position to this energy. You didn't even resist this temptation. You didn't try to fight it off. You didn't even try to ignore it or walk away from it. You went right towards it as if to say it was something that you'd never had. Like, I don't know. You didn't use your discernment in this situation you're in. Whatever situation you're in, masculine, you didn't use your discernment, and that's why you're in that situation. All right. Give me one more so we can go ahead and get into this reading. Again, take it how it resonates. Separation. I can't make it up. You separated yourself from God's will, and you used your free will, free yourself, and you chose this other option because this other option looked good to you, looked better to you, made you feel more desirable, made you feel something you never felt before. So instead of you staying on the path you were chosen for, you allowed temptation to lure you away from your destiny. And because of your disobedience to your God, you caused separation between you, your ancestor, your spirit guides, everyone that was sent to help you on your journey. You cut the ties or cords with these energies when you decided to free yourself from your place or position. So when you decided to use your free will, masculine, to free yourself from a place of rest where you didn't have to make much effort to maintain a lifestyle or a certain way of living, you chose to do things the hard way. You chose to go after a situation or a person or a thing because you thought that thing looked better, was better, could be better than what you already had. So you allowed your pride and ego to get in the way of your discernment, and you allowed your shadow self to make the decision for you in the situation you're in. And it caused you to lose out on the one thing you really cared about, which caused separation between you and someone you love. All right, let's get some more energy. At the bottom, we have worth waiting for, and we also have pay attention to the red flags and new love. These are your angel guides watching you in the garden, if you want to call it that. This is a garden to me type setting. These are your spirit guides sent to protect you or help guide you on this journey, on your journey. It's like instead of you paying attention to the signs that were cautioning you to avoid this situation, you ignored the signs and you did not heed the warnings, and you chose this new path or this new love or this new relationship based on your own feelings. You didn't listen to your spiritual guidance. You ignored the warnings, the signs that they were cautioning you this was going to be a bad choice for you. You decided to ignore your intuition, and you chose this new thing, this new path, this new person over your true love. So it's like now you're in the situation where your true love is about to meet someone that's safe for them to love because you chose a new path or you chose someone else. It's like your decision to do what you did in the garden. Let's take it back to Adam and Eve. They keep bringing that up. When Adam and Eve were in the garden, they had specific rules. But even before Adam received Eve as his wife, he had a wife prior to her. Her name was Lilith. Lilith and Adam were the first two beings that were created on this earth. When Adam wanted another option when it came to love. He petitioned God for a new partner. Even though God gave him everything he ever wanted or could need in Lilith, he wanted someone else. So God allowed him to use his free will to have another option. So he created Eve from him to give him everything he asked for. Eve is the serpent. Well, Eve was the one that was deceived by the serpent that tempted Adam away from his purpose. Makes sense? Third party situation did not start in our time today. This is a story that has been going on since forever. Adam was the first masculine energy that was offered a divine feminine as their partner. Adam was the first masculine that discarded his divine feminine for someone else. And so that generational curse was passed down from bloodline to bloodline. And it was a curse that was placed on us by our ancestor, forefather, first man, whatever you want to call it. All right. And we have been repeating that same cycle, some of us, until today. For some of us, we have broken the connection or severed the ties with our karmic masculines, and we've chosen a new path, right? That's going to lead us back to our true love. Healing, heart-to-heart conversations came out in reverse. I also feel like this masculine was guided to go back to where it all began, or to go back to their first love. But this masculine, because of their pride and ego, was unwilling to do what they needed to do to fix the thing that they had created with this other energy. So this masculine was supposed to fix this relationship with their feminine energy. But because of their pride and ego, they could not have that heart-to-heart conversation about the separation with this person they didn't make the effort with. Because of their pride and ego, they couldn't allow themselves to admit to themselves they made a wrong choice. They allowed themselves to continue to believe a lie. So because of that, they did not return back to the person they were meant to be in union with, because of their own unwillingness to have this conversation with this person and be honest. Because this card says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And because this person could not express themselves in the way they needed to, it's like they didn't even make the effort to fix this relationship. Once they destroyed the connection between them and their divine feminine, once Adam left Lilith or Lilith left Adam, they never got back together. They never tried to end the relationship between the two of them. Adam decided to stay with the person that he chose. He was actually cursed to stay with the person that he chose. He couldn't go back and fix things once he decided to choose this other option. He couldn't go back and fix what was broken. It was already, the damage had already been done. The deal had already been made. The curse had already been placed upon them. So once the curse had been placed on him, he couldn't go back and break the curse that was put on him. He had to go through the rest of his life in toil and labor. In the garden, Adam didn't have to work. He didn't have to till the ground to make fruit grow from the earth. It was automatically replenished on its own. But when he left the garden, or when they were kicked out of the garden, they had to till the earth where there was nothing to till. The ground was barren. There was no fruit to bear. So they were basically living off the land with nothing to live off of. Even the animals disassociated themselves from Adam's. He had the ability to communicate with the animals and vice versa, but once he broke the bond between them and God, his connection with the earth was over. Like, he had no connection to Gaia. Everybody disowned him for his choice to rebel against God in the end. All right, take it how it resonates. Okay, I don't know why they keep going back to that story, but it all starts from there. This whole third-party situation is nothing new under the sun. This is not something that recently came to be. This is something that has been going on for generations and generations. This is something that we have all experienced in our lifetime. So this is nothing new under the sun. This is not a new thing. This is something that started a long time ago. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and see what else you want to pull for the Karmic Masculine. I want to pull some oracles on this as well. So let's pull a couple of cards from here, and then we're going to get some kicker. All right. If you're resonating with this reading, good. If you're not, don't force it. All right. Everybody won't resonate with this, and I'm okay with that. It's just something they wanted me to bring out as I go through this reading for this masculine energy, understanding, honesty, and meditation. Let's make the effort. Message. Separation. Movement. They didn't come towards you. Movement came out in reverse. This masculine was guided to go back and fix what they had done, but they chose not to return. And it's like now that they want to go back and fix things, it's too late. The damage has already been done. Denial. So this person in deceit, they allowed this temptress to deceive them. They allowed this person of interest to get inside their head and control every decision they ever made. They lost themselves in this person or in this energy and allowed this energy to control or manipulate them into staying in that connection. They were in denial. They denied this relationship with their divine feminine. They chose another option and moved away from this divine connection. They allowed this energy to come in and seduce them and tempt them away from their purpose. And now they're in this situation where they're stuck. They can't move on from where they are. This person can't move past where they are. They're still in this energy of not being able to move forward or to free themselves. It's like they're in this place where they can't get out of this relationship or this connection. It's like they're bound to this person for life. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, but what is this? Clarify this message, energy. This person received direct communication from spirit. Direct communication from spirit. And this person ignored their intuition and chose to move in the wrong way. Chose to go the other way. Chose to ignore the path they were on. Chose to go down the wrong path, right? And because of that, now they're in denial. Or they were in denial. This is the forbidden fruit. Let's just call it that. This is Adam's hand reaching for this forbidden fruit. Knowing this is something they're not supposed to have or should not have taken, but either because of how it looked or tasted or smelled, he was tempted away from his purpose. I keep getting he was tempted from his purpose. He moved in a very deceptive way. What? It says, I'm hearing, be not deceived. He was not mocked. So basically, this is the point, right? I'm getting a lot of downloads. I apologize. This is the point. Adam knew better. When Adam was charged with doing what he did, he told God, the woman you gave me this fruit to eat. He tried to blame the woman for his indiscretions. He tried to put the blame on Eve instead of taking accountability for his actions. So he outright lied to God about why he ate the fruit. Adam ate the fruit, quote unquote, because he wanted to. He desired it. He had been seeing it for a while and was curious about it, whatever. He always wanted to try it. So there was no deception that he was under. He was in his right mind when he made the decision to do what he did. But he tried to blame it on the woman. He tried to go to God and say, the woman you gave me of this fruit and I did eat. So instead of being accountable for his actions, he took the coward's way out and blamed the woman for his indiscretions. Just like the masculine blames divine feminine for what they're going through. They blame you for what they're dealing with. They feel like you didn't try to stop them or help them or whatever, and you did. You did your part. You said, hey, Adam, or hey, masculine, don't go over there fucking around with the fuck around because we ain't supposed to be over there. God already told you this is where we're supposed to stay. And Adam didn't listen. Whatever advice your masculine received, they did not listen. They did not take the advice that had been given to avoid this situation with this person. But Satan knew eventually that he would be able to tempt Adam away from his purpose. He just had to be more deceitful in his approach. So maybe there were other ways the devil tried to deceive Adam, and Adam was able to refuse the offer. So Satan got smart and used what Adam wanted. He used his own desires against him. Remember, Adam wanted a new wife. Lilith, whatever for reason, wasn't good enough, or whatever she was offering wasn't good enough. So Adam wanted a new wife. So he petitioned for a new wife and he got one. So Satan used what he desired or loved the most to turn against him. So again, your masculine knew exactly what they wanted. This energy did not just lure them away because they had no access to him that way. Your person wanted to experience whatever that offer was this person gave them. So they were not innocent in this situation. They could have chosen to go the other way. They could have chosen to follow their intuition and listen to their guidance. They could have chose to abandon this situation and tell Eve no. But he said yes. And he could have said no. So blaming someone else was the denial that Adam tried to play off. When they were discovered later on, clothed in fig trees or leaves or whatever, God said to them, why are you wearing that shit? Adam said, because I'm naked. And God said, well, how do you know you're naked? You've been naked your whole life. Now it's a problem. How you know you were naked? You know what I mean? So his deceitfulness didn't bear any fruit. So when God asked him the question, he already knew what the answer was. He saw what they did. He just wanted to see if Adam was going to come forward and be honest with him about it. No, Adam lied to God about what he did. He said, this woman you gave me tempted me and I did eat. God is like, that's not what happened. I saw what happened. You sent her over there to taste that. Whatever happened, God saw it, right? So whatever Adam tried to say to avenge himself or, save himself didn't work. He flat out told a lie. He wasn't tempted away because he was just tempted away. He allowed his temptation to tempt him from his purpose. And so did your masculine. All right. Let's get some more clarity on this. Clarify this message. So your person understood the assignment. They knew exactly what their purpose was and who you were to them. But because they wanted something else or different, they chose another option and tried to blame it on you or this person for their decisions. And really, they had the power to say no, and they chose not to do it. I can't make it up. False person. They let this energy create an illusion for them that they knew was an illusion the entire time. They understood the assignment. They were not clueless to what was going on. Adam could have said no. Your person could have said no, thank you, I'm good. I got everything I need over here. But no. This person tempted your person with seduction, and your person chose the wrong path. They were not deceived blindly. They knew exactly what they were doing, but because they didn't think they would get caught, they went ahead and did it. Adam didn't think that he was going to get caught or that God would know what he had done. He thought he would be able to keep it a secret and never it'd be discovered. But it was. And when they got caught, he lied about it. Your person got caught in a relationship with somebody else and they lied about it. And you figured it out because you are a high priestess. God gave you the message, so to speak, about your person's actions, and you saw the fool they truly were. And because of that, you left this person and they chose someone else. All right, let's get into the reading. Anything else for denial? Unexpected. Again, this person was not expecting to get caught like this. They thought they would be able to tell you whatever happened, and you would believe the lie. But because you are intuitive and you have spiritual guidance and guides that give you messages from God, you knew what happened when it came to the situation. Maybe you didn't understand it at first, or maybe you didn't know the truth in the beginning, but at some point you started to see things for what they really were. And you saw your person had done something that they shouldn't have done. And you had to make a decision to either invest in this relationship still or to walk away. And I feel like you chose to walk away. You followed your intuition and you walked away from this situation. That's why separation is still here. Yeah, you know your worth. So Lilith, the mother god spirit that was Adam's first wife, knew her worth. She knew that she did not deserve whatever this was Adam was trying to offer her. I even feel like Adam tried to get Lilith to partake of this fruit before he went to God and received this new wife, Eve. I also feel like maybe he tried to get Lilith to try this thing and she kept saying no, and Adam wanted to try it, so he wanted somebody else to try it with him besides himself. So I feel like he set it up that way. I don't really feel like he was blindsided to the truth. I really feel like your masculine knew exactly what they were doing when they chose this other option. It wasn't them not knowing that this wasn't going to work. It was them thinking they could do this and get away with it and not get caught. And that's where this deception comes in. They tried to deceive you and God, and it didn't work. Anything else? Now they're going through some kind of separation with this karmic. This karmic could be taking all this masculine's money. This karmic could also be seeing somebody behind this person's back. The person they're with could be also dealing with other options when it comes to love. This karmic energy your masculine chose is not faithful to this relationship, or your masculine is not faithful to this karmic. Somebody in this connection is seeing somebody on the side. Somebody has another lover they're dealing with besides the person they're with. Main male came out. I'm sorry, wealthy man came out. This karmic could have used money to lure this person from this relationship with you. They could have told this masculine that together the two of them can make a lot of success or money together. Your person wanted to experience making more money, whatever the fuck, and they allowed this karmic to feed them a lie. Whatever this karmic told this person was a lie. It wasn't ever going to happen. They knew that whatever they were offering your person was not a good offer. Your person was just too blind to see past the illusions they created for themselves. So they accepted this offer that was not a good investment, thinking it was going to create some kind of great fortune, and they ended up losing everything they had to this karmic because they thought this was going to create some kind of great fortune to them together, or some kind of opportunity where they could make more money. But it turned out not to be the case. This karmic either made this person believe that they could be a good team together if they put their eggs in one basket and create this life together. Your person bought into it. They saw an opportunity to make more money with this person. Maybe they thought you were not able to do whatever this is they wanted to do for a living. I don't know what they thought you couldn't provide them that this person could, but they chose this person for that reason. All right. So now they're going through this financial loss where they're losing everything. Their money is not where it used to be. Their life is falling apart. This karmic is still doing the same dirty tricks she did to get this person in the first place. It's like whatever she did to keep him, to get him, is what she's doing to keep him, whatever that means. Despair. Pathway, imprisonment, toil and labor, and courthouse. I'm going to stop there. Like I said, for some of these masculines, they could be leaving this karmic. They could have divorced this karmic or separated from this person. When they left this karmic, if they had any kind of joint accounts or any kind of investments they had, this karmic could have taken all that with them, leaving your person with nothing. Whoever won the court case in their situation is the person that took all the money. If your masculine lost this court matter or this settlement offer they were getting to the karmic, they have nothing left to offer. They're financially broke. And they're in a position now where they can't even take care of themselves. This person can't even take care of themselves. They don't even have enough money to take care of themselves. Either this karmic took care of your masculine when they were together and provided him with everything he needed and he didn't have to work. And now that they're not together anymore, this masculine doesn't have anything to provide for himself. He can't take care of himself. He has nowhere to live. He may not even have a job. He may be living from pillar to post or with friends or neighbors. He doesn't have a place of his own. He's totally lost without you. But this is the path they chose. This is the path that they chose. This person is on their way to like a very dark place if they're not already in this dark place. because the path that they chose didn't lead them where they thought it would. They thought it would lead to some kind of great fortune, better opportunity, whatever, and it didn't. It did not work out the way they expected it to. If they were married to this karmic energy and they divorced and separated from this person, this karmic got everything in a settlement, or they were rewarded everything they had together. Everything was either in this person's name or something like that. I just feel like the karmic took everything this masculine had when they left each other alone. And now your person has nothing, nowhere to stay, no job, no money, no nothing. And they're desperate right now to get out of the situation. But it's like, for some of them, it's already too late. The damage has been done. So whatever they started, they got to finish it. They got to see it through. There's no way to go back now to the divine feminine in this state of mind. There's no way God is going to let this person come back to you in this fucked up ass energy. So wherever they are, they have to stay in that situation till they figure out how to free themselves. And until they, turn from their wicked ways, they're going to stay in this situation as long as it takes, is what I'm kind of getting. As long as it takes this person to figure out how to get back on the right path is how long it's going to take this person to get out of the situation they're in. They don't have much time left to figure it out, because whatever time they do have to get themselves together or to get back on track, that time is running out. So if this masculine doesn't hurry up and choose to free themselves from whatever the fuck this is and get their mind together and get back on the right path, they're going to end up staying in this situation for a very long time. It won't get better. What else? They missed out on this great fortune or this life they could have had with you by allowing their pride and ego to get in the way. And allowing this temptress to tempt them from their destiny, their great fortune with you. You guys would have had this life together if your person had stayed on the right path. If they had never chosen to abandon this relationship with you and go the other way, you guys would have had this life together already. But this person fucked up the plans when they decided to go the other way. And now you're here working your ass off trying to get your shit together. And while you're focused on your situation, your masculine is going through all this dark shit, and you may feel your person's energy in a sense, but it's not affecting you to the point where you're going back to the situation just because they're not doing good. It's like you're still going to stay focused on yourself while they go through their shit. And that's what you're being advised to do, okay? Continue to move forward. Even though you're hearing this message about this person energy and their state of mind or their situation, don't allow this reading to trigger you to go back and check on your person or help this person or try to assist this person in any kind of way. That's not your assignment, okay? That's not your assignment to go back and try to get this person and bring them with you, all right? They have to figure out this shit on their own because they put themselves in that position. Now it's their responsibility to get themselves out of it, all right? And there is a way out for them. There's always a way out. Thoughts in reverse. I know this person did not think this was their true love. This karmic made this masculine think that they were their true love. We have love in reverse and thoughts. So this false person made this masculine think that this was a loving, caring relationship, but really whatever they thought this was, it was the complete opposite. He thought he was so in love with this person, or he was in love with this person, or so he thought, or he thought this person was in love with him. Somebody here thought that this was a real connection between the two of them. Somebody here really thought the other person cared about them, and they didn't. So whoever this was that felt like this person cared about them, they're realizing this person never loved them or never cared about them or never gave a fuck about their feelings. But they thought this person did. But the person that cared about them or gave a fuck about their feelings, they pushed them away or let them get away. So the person they chose, they thought cared about them the way they cared about them. But it did not work out like that. Somebody here didn't care or give a fuck about the other person's feelings. And that's why they did what they did to this person. They didn't give a fuck about their feelings. All they cared about was the money or the possible outcome of making money together. Somebody here only cared about the material wealth, not the relationship they had. It's like this person thought that they would be able to marry this person and or settle down and have a life together forever. They never thought that this person would betray them or treat them this way because they chose them over you. So it's almost like this masculine expected for this karmic to act right, even though this karmic may have never had the ability to act right or the, you know what I'm saying, the intentions to be right, whatever the case is. Your person thought they could change. Oh, I just heard that this person thought he could make a hoe into a housewife. This masculine thought he could make a hoe into a housewife. Or this person thought they could make your masculine into a housewife or whatever. Somebody thought they could settle down with this energy and have a great life together. But to their surprise, this energy never expected to have this life or want this life with this person. All they cared about was the finances and the money. They never cared about a relationship or a real life partnership. They only want this person for what they can get out of it. And that's all they cared about. They never cared about your person's feelings or anything regarding their emotional state. All they cared about is how this person could help them make money or make money for them in some way. All right, I'm going to move on. This person could be a dark-haired woman that they're with. Doesn't have to be. You could be a dark-haired woman. What else with this reading? Oh, this is going to be too long if I don't wrap this up. Anything else on this masculine spirit that the collective needs to know? Dark-haired woman came out. This is the person they chose, I heard. And pensioner. So again, this person never expected this karmic to treat them the way they got treated. They thought this karmic would be loyal to the relationship or to them. This karmic was always with third parties. This karmic had a very wild spirit or a very high sex drive. She liked dealing with other people. Your person thought he could change a hoe into a housewife. To his surprise, that wasn't the case. Now, I don't know if Eve became promiscuous after her and Adam, you know, separated or whatever. I don't know what happened in the story with that, but this masculine thought they could turn this hoe into a housewife. So they went to court, married this person, thinking it was gonna, you know, was gonna last forever, or that together we're gonna be this power couple, whatever. Now they realize that was a bad decision, bad choice, bad idea, whatever. And now they're in this connection with this person that they don't want to be with, but they can't just walk away from it because they want to walk away from it. They have to see it through. They have to see it through, whatever that means, okay? They gambled this connection with you, and now they're gambling to make ends meet. This person could have a gambling problem, or the karmic could have a gambling problem. Somebody has a problem with spending too much money. It's like the more this masculine gave this karmic, the more he thought this karmic would settle down and be his wife or settle down and stay home. But the more he gave this karmic, the more she stayed out in the streets doing whatever she did or he did. And this person never thought this would happen. They always thought that eventually that this karmic would be the one and they could be happy together, and it just didn't work out that way. And it's never going to work out that way because this is not the person they're supposed to be with. This is never going to end up the way this masculine wants it to end up. But look at that. The Lovers at the bottom of the Kipper. And thoughts. An official person. Your person never expected for this karmic to be this way. They thought this karmic would be the one. They thought this karmic was the one they could settle down with and marry with, have a family with, start a life with, start a business with, all these things, not realizing this karmic was not the true divine feminine. The life they were trying to build with this energy was supposed to be built with the one they were chosen for, the divine feminine. So now they're losing everything to this energy or this situation. They've lost everything to this person. And now they have nothing for themselves left. They can't even provide for themselves. And now they're expecting for divine feminine to be open to them when they return with this offer. They're going to try to seduce you to get back into your good graces the same way they got seduced by this karmic. So the same trick that was used to seduce them from you is going to be the same thing they're going to use on you to seduce you from your new love, your new path, your new journey. All right, that's what you need to know. A lot of money. They lost a lot of money. They could have came in with a lot of money or made a lot of money while they were together, but someone ended up taking all the money with them when they left the connection. And this person ended up with nothing. All right. All right, let's get some tarot to see what else they want to bring out. But this masculine energy is dealing with a very childish, immature karmic energy. Very childish and immature karmic energy. They thought this person was more mature than they really were. And they've realized this person is very childish. Not mature like the divine feminine, but this is the person they chose. They thought they were getting someone that was on their level. Somebody that can be easily manipulated in a sense. But this karmic kind of outwit your person. Your person thought this was going to be an easy connection or an easy relationship, but this karmic is putting this masculine through hell and high water. And now this masculine is going through a lot of karma for what they've did, right? So again, this energy is very immature. Your person was very immature. Your person thought by choosing this karmic, life would be easier for them, but really it's just made it harder for this person. This karmic has. Their life would have been easier if they had stayed on the path they were destined for. Like I said, when they were in the garden, they didn't have to work to eat. Everything was free. But now we all have to work for a living because our forefathers chose the path that led to hard work and labor. So we all have been in a situation where we had to struggle to survive, thanks to our ancestors, the one that came before us. However you want to, resonate with that. And now a lot of us have chosen to realign ourselves with our purpose so that we can receive the good things that God has for us, because we're tired of going through this struggle. We want something better. And your person had the opportunity to do the same thing, but they chose to stay on this path or in this connection with this other energy, thinking things are going to get better, and they won't. And there's nothing you can do to save them or to, bring them along with you. They chose the path that they wanted to be on, and that's the path they have to stay on until God sees fit to give them another chance. I don't know. Anything else so we can wrap this up for the masculine? The Two of Wands. Yeah, they're on the wrong path. They made a choice to go down the wrong path. They accepted this offer they were being offered. Even though they had a better offer here, they chose this path that led into, look at this light shining from this wand. But in reverse, this person didn't follow their intuition. This is them being guided to go this way. But in reverse, it's like they chose not to go this way. They took their shit and went the other way. And that's why their life is falling apart, because the path they chose led to nowhere. And it's like now they're on this path to nowhere that leads to Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Empress. This path they're on doesn't lead anywhere. It's going to lead them right back to their divine feminine in the end. Because in the end, that's who they were destined to be with. So in the end, this person is going to come back to their Empress, because that's the person they were chosen to be with from the beginning. But because of their own pride and ego or other issues, they chose the wrong path. So every path is going to lead right back to the source. Every path leads back to the source. And this person will end up coming right back to you, divine feminine, once they realize what they've lost. And once they realize what they've lost, for a lot of them, it's going to be too late to get you back. All right? Because you're no longer waiting or expecting anything good to come out of this situation. You've already accepted that this connection between the two of you is over. All right? Nine of Wands. You're moving on. All right, divine feminine, masculine, whoever resonates with this reading, this is what I have for your masculine's energy, current energy, past energy, future energy, however you want to resonate with it. This may be happening for them now. This may be happening in their future. This may be what's to come. This may be something you may hear about later on or in the near future for some, whatever. But every path is going to lead them right back to you, divine feminine. You are home to this person. They knew that from the beginning. They knew that you were the one the entire time. But because of their own curiosities, whatever, they allowed temptation to tempt them away from this connection. And now when they return back to you, it's going to be your decision on whether or not you take this person back. All right. That's what I have, you guys. Thank you for watching. Namaste.